You're about to listen to the award-winning Stuart Pedasso Show. This show is for biologically and emotionally mature audiences. If you should not be here, please go away. We'll still be here when you're mature enough to partake. Mwah!
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Stuart Pedasso Show. I'm Dave.
I'm Melissa.
I'm Carrie.
Woohoo, three of us are here.
And
It's a Sunday.
yes, actually, so it's a Sunday, and there's many things going on, at least in my world. So we have Father's Day. So
Yep.
if you're
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day
if
to
you
you,
have
Dave.
something you would need to feel good about Father-y, then
Very
congratulations on that. So
Who's your father?
it's almost, it's not even 1 o'clock in the afternoon yet.
Who's your daddy?
And the only person who has wished me a happy Father's Day, which I honestly don't care, it's totally fine. Of all people, my cousin Jill.
Oh, I just wish you a happy Father's Day.
I know, but yeah, I'm just
I was
saying, up
coming
until
here,
this moment,
so I thought I'd do it in person.
it's no big deal. Again,
Oh
I
my
don't
God,
care.
here, hang on.
It's
Let me
funny.
send you
I just think that's funny.
Yeah,
That's
it's
no
kinda
big
funny.
deal.
I actually, you know what's funny is I sent a happy Father's Day to my friend's husband that I've never ever done it before, and I sent her a message saying, "Oh my gosh, I hope he doesn't think that's weird of me, because never before have I ever done that." And I felt the need to be like, "Oh my God, does he think it's weird?"
I don't think I do. My cousin just sent it to me, and I don't think it's weird.
Oh, okay.
So it's also my sister's birthday. And
birthday,
Happy
Tracy.
I will be
birthday.
sending her a birthday text later because she tends to be quite busy on her weekends with taking care of herself. So rather than call, which I'll probably end up getting a voicemail.
Oh,
or something.
she does birthday weekends.
No, just in general.
Just a little.
Just in
I know
general.
people that do weeks.
Whatever.
Birthday weeks.
No, this
birthday
isn't about her
months.
birthday. This is just every weekend.
Oh, my
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
My
No, no.
bad.
So I'm not going to impede on that. I will send her the text, and then she can do what she wants with it. I will send that to her
Very
later.
nice. Very nice.
And I'll call my dad. I'm going to call
It's
my dad.
also
later.
first day of summer,
That is true too.
Oh
So look
my
at all the things.
gosh.
It's
Oh,
just
you're
craziness
right.
all up in here.
Oh,
which means it's the longest day of the year. So
that
after
is true.
after today, it will start getting dark.
Downhill. Snow next week.
Oh, the longest.
No,
So when is sunset?
I don't
I don't remember.
It must be close to 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I don't remember, but
I can look it up.
I have been noticing it's been harder to go to bed early. It is so hard to go to bed early right now. And I've been wanting to so much because I get up so early and I'm having a hard time sleeping. So, oh God, I love summer, spring, but dang it. It's hard
So
to
we
sleep.
had a almost didn't do the show. Well, one, because I can't read a calendar, and two, sorry about that one again. In person, I
Like,
will
what
apologize.
the hell? Usually it's my problem. Usually I'm the one that messes up and I hesitated to correct.
It was the
and I'm like, no,
Juneteenth.
Carrie, you got this.
It was
After
the-
looking at the calendar 3
It
times.
was the Juneteenth that screwed me up.
Yeah.
And because we didn't have school that day,
Yep.
to me that was like, it felt like my Saturday.
which made sense.
Which
I
makes-
kind of figured that's what it was
yeah,
for you.
and I was totally, like yesterday was my Sunday. And
Yep.
So
So that makes today your
So
Monday.
what happened, there was this mostly wind.
Sorry.
There was rain, but there was a storm here in our area. And here at Dickoff, fabulous, luxurious Dickoff studio, power was out for 2 days.
Wow.
and-
And I live in the neighborhood. I didn't lose any power. And then I live over at the dispensary where I work, which is also in the neighborhood. We lost our Wi-Fi, so we couldn't take like credit cards and stuff like that. But we could still like,
So
we still had enough power to like ring people out.
what we found out, this was not this was not an issue of like a transformer going out. This was individualized. Like you would watch the news if you had electricity, and they would tell you 5,000 people lost power in the city of Rochester.
Yeah.
But that makes you think, because they give you such a big number, that makes you think, oh, a transformer is out,
Right.
and then a whole area.
Well, it was just individual lines.
It was totally individual lines,
Yeah,
because
'cause the
what we
branches.
found out was, so when they told us your estimated time your power comes on is tomorrow at 10 o'clock at night, and they sent it to us at like 9 in the morning.
Yeah.
So we're thinking 36 effing hours. And what they did is they just told everybody that, and if yours came on earlier, ours came on last night when they said it was going to be the today.
Yeah, well,
No,
they
wait.
give everybody the end date,
Yeah.
and then
So-
knowing it's the,
around on Saturday around 6 o'clock at night, 4 trucks showed up on our street, and we heard chainsaws and all that jazz. And from
There's a huge tree up.
from
I see.
bedrooms.
Well, it was similar to
There's a
the
tree
ice
across
storm
the
where it
street,
just
too.
all the things as things came down.
So
it just
from the
yeah.
bedrooms on the one side of the house in the back, we could see the one that was. You couldn't tell until we saw them working on it. There was a utility pole that was probably tilting at a 50-degree angle, and then you could see trees, branches on the wires, and the wires were almost in a U shape. So we saw them working on it, and then they seemed to have stopped, and then it got dark. They must have kept working on something because around 10:30 at night, magically all of
Do you
our
know if
shit
we
went
had
on.
any? I know that there was a bit of a tornado watch. Do you know if there was any tornadoes that actually touched down anywhere in the area?
We didn't watch anything because we didn't have electricity, so
Right.
I don't know.
So I'm sorry. The reason I was wondering about tornado, if we had any tornado. There was a little bit of a tornado watch. I did get like a thing on my phone that said, "Hey, tornado watch." But I was at work, so I didn't like really pay attention to it. But today, when I went out to Livonia this morning with my aunt, on our way back, we saw one tree completely uprooted. Like it was completely uprooted and on its side.
Well, I've seen a couple trees like that on the corner of
Maybe,
my
I don't know.
street.
Just I suppose the wind. I suppose the wind. If the tree was dying or something, but still to see something uprooted like that, like it was a really big fucker.
Well, okay, so watch how I
Well, I went to Orchard Park, and from here to there, I've seen
I've been in a
couple.
tornado before in Livonia. Like I was actually in a tornado when it touched down. I happened to be at church, which is kind of funny.
So watch how I do this segue. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
tornado.
unless we're going to keep talking about the weather for like an hour.
No.
Okay,
It was
all
just
right.
crazy.
I
It
was
was
just
just
saying.
really no. I started to say it was just kind of the weather was crazy this week.
Because
Well, my classroom
that's
is
a
all
bridge we
windows,
can't come back from.
and it was
Talk about the
insane
weather
how the
for an
window.
hour.
It was insane how the rain was coming right at you. It was
it's
just
the Weather Obsessed podcast.
It is.
And then
Oh,
little front's
boy.
coming. Little front's coming. We'll all be rocking.
my
in and out of
bones.
the-
My bones was aching.
So, so one of the things when our local and please, older folks, damn, I am old, folks older than me, the few of you that are still around, if you know this better than me, then please let me know. But back when our utility company was locally owned, I think they took care of trees and shit a little bit better. They cut stuff ahead of time.
Yeah.
And so that's why I think there was so much damage, because I would assume in order to save money, so you don't have to hire as many people or hire contractors to take care of trees that are over power lines, they just let it go until shit happens, and then you have this.
Yep. I'm assuming.
Again, folks older than me who might have been in this town, before I had paid any attention to that, so that'd be like 30 years ago, 20, 30 years ago. Mm-hmm. Tell me if I'm wrong. Maybe the local version of our utility company, who shall go nameless,
I definitely don't see as many people around cutting down tree limbs. There used to
No,
be
I feel like it
always.
used to
They used to
happen a lot more.
always have a. You'd always see those big circles around power lines. I don't see that anymore.
So we do have a branch that is behind our house that is kind of laying on a wire, and so we're just going to
Yikes.
take the initiative
Yikes.
to.
Call like 311 or what do you do?
We're actually Eve's going to call like a tree place.
So I
and we're
wonder
just
if
going to get.
Just
maybe
take care
that's
of it
the
yourself.
plan. Maybe they're trying to let the
Will your insurance company
infrastructure
pay
fall
for it?
apart, and that's
I
their
don't know.
reasoning.
Will your insurance company pay for it? Will your insurance pay for it, or you're not even gonna bother?
I'll let Eve decide.
Okay.
She's
That-
actually
that's her thing to do. That.
She's actually the one who pays the insurance.
Oh, okay. So she'll handle that.
It didn't start that way, and just as our home owning experiences, all of our insurance needs morph to her stuff, so she deals with that.
I do that too. I feel like that's something that insurance might pay for
For what?
That's true.
removing a limb from.
That's a
in
good
your,
point. I
in
didn't
your
even
yard.
think of that.
Yeah. Ice storm. We had our insurance
I will
covered
ask.
a lot of stuff.
I'll tell Eve. She should check in.
She should check it if she has.
Because she
another.
knows
You'd
the,
be surprised what your insurance will cover. We had our food
Oh, I
from our
will.
refrigerator
Mm-hmm.
covered from the ice storm.
You never know.
We had a lot of stuff.
Okay,
covered.
what else we can talk about? Not the weather.
Well, so speaking of this whole battle with the utility company, again, depending on where you're listening to this show from, you might love the utility company that you are forced to use, because I don't think there really is any municipality where there's more than one. Because it's hard for
Fairport, I feel people who have Fairport Electric are love.
Yeah, but
theirs.
they only have their own.
Right.
They don't get to choose between that and Rochester Gas and Electric. So any municipality just tends to have one. That seems to be the thing. We've just accepted monopolies are okay. And as my latest main source of activism now is getting rid of this utility company and replacing it with a public utility.
A public utility would be owned by would the city have full share or partial share?
No, there wouldn't be anything
Ownership.
partial. How that's okay. I'll do this. So I'm gonna explain what we're doing here in Rochester, New York, and in case you would like to do something, if you hate your utility company so much, your results may vary, and you may have to look at your own state laws because we have to follow New York state law and how we do this. So the public utility that would come about getting rid of our RG&E can be anything from an authority, like we have the water authority. And my understanding, I have not talked to a single person who's mad at the water authority. They just, they
But is that privately owned?
No, it's a county.
I can honestly say when I get my water bills, they're pretty much what I assume it's going to be.
Right.
Like, I understand the water bill. It's
Yeah.
not a shocking, whichever bill I get, it's not a shock. It's not a shock to me.
Yeah. And
You know?
and there doesn't seem to be shenanigans, and it doesn't
Yeah.
seem to be, our water tends to be okay, and that kind of thing. So it can be that, which is, it's what they call a quasi-government agency. So it's kind of linked up. They'll use like the county's billing procedure or infrastructure or something like that. But technically, it has its own board.
Wait,
So-
who owns it?
It is an authority,
It's
which
an
is
authority.
a quasi-government. It's kind of government. It's not run by the county, but they share some.
So it's
infrastructure.
nonprofit.
No, it's not.
Nobody
It's
makes
not.
a profit.
No, nobody does.
No profit in it
Correct.
whatsoever. Okay.
It's just a government agency.
Except when Maggie Brooks was around and there was graft, but that's
And
a
nobody
different
owns anything.
issue. I assume the county might own the pipes, or in the city. I think the city owns the pipes because we get our water bill from the city.
Okay.
So
So the ownership lies in the
it's
city.
it's considered public.
Got it.
So it could be that, or it can be a separate nonprofit entity with a board of directors that we have to figure out how they make the board. Are there terms? Are there term limits? Do they get elected? Do they get appointed? A combination can be that. And we have to make that decision when we get to that step. We're not at that step yet.
But okay, so but it will be where the city will maintain ownership this time, and it will be nonprofit, right?
Well, it will
Those
be-
are the keys.
It will be nonprofit, and we don't know who's going to be, quote, using the word ownership. I don't know yet. We haven't decided that.
Because
like I
that was the
said-
problem. What happened this time?
No, it needs to be something, and it needs to be set up to where a CEO cannot negotiate the selling of it to a.
Correct.
That's what happened with Tom Richards. Sorry, local references, but who also then became mayor. So he got his money, and he fucking. He went out.
Or if anything, we retain partial ownership. We never lose any kind of like all ownership or something. I don't know.
No, it will be set up so that it will not be sold
Right.
to a corporate entity. That
I
is.
mean, I don't know.
So-
It's just crazy how these corporations get tax breaks. It's like, I mean, when investors go invest in a corporation or in a startup company, they get shares, which means they're investing and they get part ownership. Yet when taxpayers give tax breaks, they get dick in return. They
Yeah.
get no ownership. Like, it's bullshit.
You.
It's fucking bullshit. Like SpaceX, we should be owning that motherfucker. Like, with the amount of tax breaks we gave.
Yeah, but
Well, we
give,
got dick in return.
we
Like,
get
what the fuck?
and we give subsidies to oil
But an
companies.
investor, they get stocks.
Because this isn't for us. This is for rich folks. We
So
exist for
so
rich
we're not a democracy.
No.
We're
God, no. We haven't been.
or I'm sorry. So it's not capitalism. We don't have capitalism. We have corporate socialism. That's what the fuck we
folks.
have.
However you want to put it, yeah. No, the rich folks, yeah.
They're not the
they're-
corporations. It's socialism. That's what we're funding.
It's socialism for corporations
Yeah.
and capitalism for the rest of us.
That's fucked up.
Yeah,
That's what we should be teaching, motherfuckers.
I am.
No, they don't let you. They don't let you. You have to do it covertly.
Well, I am doing it, I'm also teaching it to students who couldn't care less, but Anyway, when you teach
Right.
it
They don't care that you're
Yeah.
teaching them. That's the problem.
no. If I teach it to students who give a shit, then they get
That's
rid
the
of me.
problem. Exactly.
So anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to go. I don't want to talk about my job because I want to keep it. So, sorry. So I have to admit, this issue is resonating with everybody, which is good. The bad news is, so here's why I make it about me, because it's our show. So with this, I have been having some, whatever you want to call it, imposter syndrome, or I just I've been, because, so for good or bad, the most of the jobs I've had over the past, let's say 10 years have involved, with a little bit of exception here and there, have involved driving. So when I was at
Commuting for you mean.
So when I was at the one place that we shall not name, my drive was 45 minutes one way.
Right.
And so that's a lot of time in the car.
Right.
And now it's down to a whopping 30 minutes. So that's still a lot of time in the car every day. And you get to think about stuff. I mean, yes, I pay attention to the road, but you think a lot. And so always on my mind is all the activism shit I do and don't get to and feel bad for not doing and all that jazz. But I started this past couple weeks, I've been like, I'll make this, try to sound mildly humorous, but can you call yourself a leader if nobody follows you?
Ooh, that's an interesting question.
So I don't really, my ambition is not to be a leader. In fact, I prefer to be the behind the scenes person doing grunt work. That's what I prefer, but nobody else will do some of the work I think is important. So it ends up being me stepping up. When I run for office, I don't feel like it's vote for Dave. I feel like it's vote for these issues, which is why
I don't know that you know what? Maybe it's not leader. Maybe it's more like you're an idea maker. You're a good brainstormer.
But
the
problem is, someone's got to do something. I would love for people this to be but then you have to be careful what you ask for. Everybody's sitting around and everybody gets input and we all come up with an idea.
Right, because there's a fine line on that.
Which is fucking ugly.
Right, that's not fun either.
And I'm also in a little bit of that. So in this idea for a public utility, I am working with other people, and it's been, I'm not going to say difficult, but it's been interesting. And I've had to come in with a different mindset, I'll just do it myself. I can't do that.
Right.
It's a habit now. I know it. My way of teaching right now, I know is not the best way to teach. But my students that I have will not take to anything else but me being without it being teacher centered.
Yeah,
and
you know what you have to do. You know what you have to do.
And they leave, and they leave the room, and I'm like, man, that is not how we should be doing this. But if I do it my way, we won't do jack shit. So, same thing with the activism. It's I know
your way isn't always the best way.
I know.
I'm just saying, in this case, your way isn't the best way.
Yeah.
You have you have great ideas, but it's not.
Have you tried to morph your way into something new?
Well, what I'm doing now, I have to. Yeah. I have to.
All right.
So
I feel like you're doing the best you can with what you have.
Well, that's true.
Because I definitely am not the same teacher I was before.
Well, okay, I'm really more focused. I was using the teaching as an example, but
it doesn't go into your personal life, and now you're. So I would think that it would change how you are as a leader. I think they're connected, because if you're not teaching as a leader, what are you doing? Because, as a teacher, you're leading a classroom. Am I right? You have a different type of classroom at the moment.
Well,
I am not. I understand that. That's not your typical where you work. However, right now,
but I don't think both of them. I don't think there should be one person quote leading. That's kind of.
But that's just what you're.
No,
But that's what you're faced with.
Yeah. That's what
it's very difficult.
So
you're making what you have to deal with at work. So apply it to what you got to do right now.
Well, that is.
And
I don't know how it's working because I'm always exhausted. I'm always annoyed.
Is it worth it?
I don't know, but I can't seem to stop.
Okay. So maybe
'Cause
you
I
need to
don't-
change your viewpoint and mindset towards who you're working with.
Well, the working with the groups I'm working with right now, I'm getting used to. That's still new. Right now, I'm in the middle of that
Getting used to.
transition of working with folks who see the world in a different way, which is what we keep saying, unity. And so I'm not, I guess I am kind of complaining, but I'm actually just expressing this change and how change can be difficult. And I'm acknowledging it, and I'm viewing it, and I'm trying to say it out loud, because when I say it out loud to myself in the car, I just feel awkward, to be honest with you. I'm that guy talking to himself in the car.
Oh, I talk to myself all the time in the car.
So I still don't even do it out loud, but I do talk.
I do. I talk to myself all
I
the
always
time in
have the
car.
internal voice going. That's for sure.
Yep.
So it's just been interesting to me, and I'm not even saying as it needs to change. I think this is a process I'm in the middle of, and I'm just curious to see what's going to happen on the other side of it, because working with folks, and we are not all on the same page for sure, and we might get there, or it might end up working out. I don't know, who knows, but it has been interesting, and there's a lot of different. There's some. I'll use the fancy word. There's some intersectionality there. In fact, in a few places out. This one I will talk about. The Pride Parade coming up. So the Green Party here locally, we tend to be in just about every parade. We don't do it in the Lilac Parade because they're fascists. And we don't do Memorial Day because that's going to fuck people up, our stance on some of that. So we don't do the Memorial Day parade. But
I think that's just kind of yeah. I mean,
there used to be a peace parade right after it, and the organizers of that stopped doing it. So we're not organizing that. So anyway, so we're in the Pride Parade, and like we've done the last couple of years, we've gone to the group that we're connected with, Speak Up for Palestine, and said, "Hey, y'all are marching with us again." Cool. So this idea has come up from there to also do a panel on the Wednesday before Pride in July. For some reason, Rochester does their Pride in July when everybody else is Pride Month in June.
I heard the story is because Rochester, because we like to go to all the other prides, and so we changed it to being Pride in July, so we could go to all the other prides in June. I heard that. I don't know if it's true.
I wasn't saying that as a diss. I'm just
That's just what we do. It's just what we do.
So
here. I don't know. I just look at it as we
That's
have Pride all.
So
we have Pride all summer, and that's
Yeah.
how
There
I
you go.
look at
So
it.
this
That's
panel.
a nice thing.
Yep.
Think of it that way.
Other folks within the group Speak Up for Palestine are organizing this panel of speakers who are not going to be white, cisgendered, queer. And I'm none of that.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I'm not queer. I'm not, I am cisgendered. I am white. So I'm like,
Yeah, you're straight, white,
the Greens-
cisgender guy.
the Greens are co-sponsoring this, and I'm in on all the stuff, but I am like just keeping my ass quiet and just doing I'm generally not speaking unless I'm spoken to, and that sounds really weird, but you know what I mean? Like,
No, do you know where your place is
Yeah.
sometimes? It's like going like you. I know you go to a lot of functions where the majority of the people are black, and I know that it's the same thing. That like your place there. You
Yeah.
know where that you're not there to cause. Hey, look
You
at
know
me,
when
white
it's your
guy.
turn to
To
speak.
take it
Right,
over.
right.
You know
You
when
know-
it's your turn to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes just to be quiet and listen to what people are saying, which
Yep.
is an important skill.
So back to
You know what words you can and can't say.
the
Let's
utility-
just put it that way.
to the utility. See, now you got me thinking about somebody's stand-up.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Well, it's true.
No, it's good. Damn, now I'm blanking on his name. We've mentioned him before, but anyway. Back to the public utility thing. The groups that I'm working with, most of them are not white. Okay. I had paused there. There was a minor interruption. Carrie has stepped out for a moment, so we'll just jump back in.
It's
whenever.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, for good reasons. It's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
So I'm it's just been feeling, I don't know, uneasy, but not in a totally like overwhelming, horrible way. There's just been a lot of things are a little bit different. I want to say in a good way, but I know where the process is in the public utility thing. It's still, things aren't running. We're still behind schedule Like, even though I got all these people involved now, we're still not getting the shit done that we need to get done. And I'm like, at what point do I start talking
Yes.
at things, and when I normally would not? So I'm feeling again, back to imposter syndrome. I'm feeling like that I really don't know what the hell I'm doing, even though I've been doing this for 30 years. It feels like I don't know what I'm doing. It feels like I looked and what have I actually achieved, and now I'm getting that.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
So it's been.
I think majority of us go through that sometimes. So I think most of us do. Most of us people who are self-aware go through that sometimes. That's what I'm saying.
Constantly doing that. I'm just able to suppress
because you're self-aware. Because you are self-aware. That's what that is. I feel like being self-aware sometimes has its positives and sometimes its negatives, and that's like part of the negative part. Second guessing yourself and feeling like, am I really?
This is not bad.
What is it? Oh, the tequila with Sprite or something,
or the all these sparkling waters.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm drinking THC drinks. I'm gonna be hanging out with my husband later today. We're gonna get some charcuterie, and he's got a couple of lambics from the basement from our beer cellar. And we're gonna go on a little picnic, I think, in Ellison Park. Just the two of us. It's gonna be nice. So yeah, I didn't want to drink any alcohol. I was over. Normally I do drink, but today I stopped at the dispensary where I work because it's right around the corner, and I got me some THC drinks, and they're delicious.
So I was supposed to do a activisty thing today later, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna drink during the show, so I'm not doing activist.
So I'm not doing it.
I'm taking today. It's Sunday.
It's Sunday. It's Father's Day. It's a day. It's the day of rest. It's the Lord's day of rest.
Oh, I didn't say I was resting. I'm just not going to.
I'm just not gonna.
I have more activist shit to do online.
Okay, so you're gonna stay here, have some drinks, and do your activist shit online that you gotta do.
Because I forgot I was supposed to. I'm also doing the web stuff for the Rochester Voter Alliance.
Oh.
Which is not a big deal.
Busy.
It's not a big deal. There's a little bit upfront work on it. And after that, it's almost nothing. It's really easy, but I just keep forgetting to do it.
Gotcha.
And I got an email this morning. Oh, shit, I got to do that. So I'm going to sit here and drink tequila while I'm doing it. They'll never know.
Fantastic.
Unless they listen to this, which I don't even know if most of them are even on the internet.
No, they're not going to listen to this. I don't think so.
And if they are, oh well.
Oh well, now you know.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Yep.
So I had something interesting happen this week at the dispensary.
Do you want to tell us that while I get more drink?
Yeah, that'd be great. I will tell you the story. So, I don't know if I said this before on the show, but maybe I did. My apologies if y'all have already heard this. But one of the reasons I wanted to work at a dispensary so much is because I really was looking forward to helping people. It wasn't. Cannabis is an amazing plant. It's got so many properties to it that are amazing. And hemp is an amazing plant that doesn't have any qualities, that make you high. Anyway, it's all good stuff. Cannabis is an amazing plant. Hemp is an amazing plant. And so, yeah, I really, it gets you high. You have a good time with your friends and stuff or whatever, maybe you smoke a little bit and do some housework or smoke a little bit and get you some sleep, but whatever. One of the things I really was looking forward to was helping people who have actual issues, like sleep, I know anybody who knows anything about cannabis knows that indica, that's what you have when you want to sleep. Sativa is generally the more energetic one.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
I know you're getting to a story, but I do have actually I was waiting for a time to ask this certain question, and you actually hit it.
Cool.
But for some folks, is it possible that either strain can just put you to sleep?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I might know someone.
Okay, so I have the ADHD, and sometimes I can my focus I can't focus, and I just kind of crash out. and I can crash out sometimes after having a freaking big old cup of coffee, or I could take my ADHD meds, which literally have the word meth in it. I can still like fall asleep after that, because sometimes just the way my brain is working. So yeah, sometimes it doesn't matter. But this is just a generic thing too. There's so many more other, like, you got to look at the different cannabinoids and all that kind of stuff, which is also the really important. And the different terpenes. Different terpenes have different effects that help you. So a customer came in yesterday, a woman who's around my age, I think figured out she was about 5 years younger than me, talking about she had a whole bunch of different ailments, poor thing. And she went over the list of issues she's been having, and she's like, I want to know what strains I can use to help. And I'm like, that is a great question. I'm like, I don't know that anyone has come right out since I've worked here and just asked me that. So I was excited. I'm like, well, let's look it up. I got my phone out. Let's look it up. Let's see what we find. So, easy peasy thing to look up. And I found out that some of the strains first of all, I assumed that you would want to always have indica, because that's the calming one. That's the one that sometimes has more CBD, which is calming and people use for pain. So I just assumed that indica was what you use for pain management, and I was pleasantly surprised to find out I was wrong.
Never, or you can also use.
You can use both.
Okay.
Which is amazing, because that's really what you want. If you're gonna use THC to help you with pain management, and I'm not saying people should just go ahead and use that for your only thing for pain management, because I
consult your doctor,
right? Consult your doctor, exactly. But I do for myself. I do have a prescription to help me at night, to help me sleep, because I have neuropathy. So I am taking like a nighttime prescription for that. But I just take it at night, because it's not an opioid, but it does make me a little bit drowsy-ish. So it's like, I don't really want to take it during the day, especially if I have to go to work. Don't want to take that. And then I do take ibuprofen sometimes when I just have to do that. But anyway, so I found out that indica, one of the indicas that help with pain management, is Granddaddy Purple. Granddaddy Purple is a very, very popular strain. So easily to find. If you live in a place where cannabis is legal, you can probably find Granddaddy Purple very easily. It's pretty good strain, pretty easy strain to find. Then finding further along, I look and I find out that there are sativa strains that you can take during the day that also help with pain management. Matter of fact, one of them, which is called Jack Herrera, is one of the is a very popular strain. It's been around for many, many years. And it's actually one strain I like a lot, is a really big one to use for neuropathy. Holy shit. Had no idea that I have been noticing, like, the pain has been bad, but it's been a little bit more bearable. And I am wondering somewhat if it's somewhat that I've been like measuring out my, like, what I've been smoking. I've been a little bit more like paying attention to exactly what I'm smoking, because I'm trying to really hone in on like the feelings and like all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I was so pleased to help this person. Like, it just was, this is what I really, really wanted more than anything else, was just to talk to people who had real life problems, who just needed some relief. And I'm like, I thanked her. I thanked her a lot for coming in and asking questions, because it really taught me a lot, taught her a lot. And I said, this is part of the reason I got into you were a big reason I got into this business in the first place. I like helping people, and this makes me feel good. It's like that. I know you've heard about the fish philosophy. You've probably heard about it.
Teach a person to fish.
No, the fish philosophy. It has to do with like this whole thing of finding fun in your workplace, finding ways to help people as part of the way.
Fish philosophy, I think teach a person to fish.
No, I'll tell you more about it later. It's a lot to talk about on here.
Well, and it's weed. It's not PHI.
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
it's FISH. It really does have to do with actual fish, but with actual fish
By
in
the
the
way,
sea.
okay,
Yeah.
now I got two things. Sorry.
yeah, no
But
worries.
this is a quick one. This is just kind of me being funny.
Yeah.
I don't understand people who rag on the band Fish so much. I mean,
I'll tell you why my husband rags on him.
I don't. I look. They're not my favorite band.
He hates jam bands. He doesn't like Grateful Dead. He hates jam bands. Period.
Okay, well, okay. If you
In
hate
his
jam bands,
opinion-
period. If you don't like
they
the
all
genre,
suck in his opinion. Yeah,
okay, well, that's
I mean,
fine.
I don't agree with him, but
I mean, but I'm like, they're not horrible.
I have the first. I have
not paying,
one.
If I'm not going to pay $400 to see Rush, I'm not going to pay $100 to see Fish.
I've never seen Fish, and it's fine. I'm not saying I wouldn't. I just
Right.
never have. But I do have one Fish CD. I have a Picture of Nectar, which came out in early '90s.
That's a good album.
And I think it's a fabulous album. I love every song on it. I don't know if that shut up. I have zero other Fish anything,
I have
but
a bunch.
I like that one a
Yeah.
whole bunch.
I think they're totally just a viable band. I don't need. Every once in a while, I have this.
My favorite song on there is Stash, by the way.
I don't remember how I came across it. There was a live album that I have that it is a go-to on occasion. You know, I feel like listening to that specific album. But other than that,
Do you have like some go-to like road ones? Because one of mine is a live one too. It's Johnny Cash at Folsom Prison. That's one of our road trip ones.
there's
We do
an
that. What's a
old
big one?
GLB might remember this. There's an old
Oh, she's back. Hello,
live
Gary.
BB King album that we listened to when we were coming up.
Ooh, Dan would probably actually both Dan and
Just gotta
Jerry
remember
would
because there
love
were so
that. They
many of
both
them. I
love
just have to
BB
go
King.
back and remember which one it was. Anyway, just that when the Fish thing. Okay, that me. And then
Yeah.
secondly, I have good news and I have bad news.
Okay.
So if you want to take this idea of talking to people about how cannabis can help them and all that jazz, weedtales.com is already taken.
Okay.
It's not a website, but it's a prospector who wants you to pay like $8,000 for the domain name. But weedtales.net and weedtales.rocks, which is a domain, is available. You could totally scoop that up for like $10-12. Just thought I'd tell you.
Really? We'll chat about that.
Okay.
No, seriously. Well, I would
I'm
love to
making
chat
a
about
joke,
that.
But okay, yeah.
I mean, I have no idea even how to do that. So if you want to help me do that and scoop something like that up, and I can start putting
idea
stuff
what you
on
guys
there,
are
I would
talking
love
about.
it. It would be
Hey.
fun. It would be fun to do.
I'm back.
She's back.
I am back.
You saw pictures of the little grandbebe, the new grandbebe.
Yeah. She had a little bit of time. We actually had a conversation this morning about how difficult it is for her. Ooh, I'm out of breath. Sorry. How difficult it is for her to video chat or even talk now that she has the new baby.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
back up. Who are we talking to?
I am so sorry. My youngest child, my daughter, who lives in Spain. So the time difference and my working and time difference and her having two kids, it's hard for
busy.
us to.
There's no time difference
Connect.
between me and my daughter. Do I hear from her? No.
Well, she just had a new baby, and she knows how much I want to interact with them as much as I can. So when she does have time, I drop whatever I
Of
need
course.
to because
Of course.
a newborn baby and a 2.5-year-old.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
Yep. And,
Even if
and
you
it
have a
stopped
very
abruptly because they were
Yeah.
both screaming. So
even if you have like and people's like, where's the dad? Like even if
He was
the
there.
dad, even if the dad is present, it's still really fucking hard. So people who are like,
Yeah.
oh, what about the dad? It's still hard.
he was
even
there,
if there's two
and
people.
they were.
Don't yell at
He
me.
had to also be there for it to happen because she's a nursing mom. The
Yeah,
baby is
yeah,
only
yeah.
a month old.
It's hard. It's hard to have kids. I mean,
It's
even
not
with-
Father's Day in Spain, by the way.
Oh, isn't it?
No,
Oh,
it's
okay.
not.
Just here.
No,
So
it's just
No, so I said, and they have a different Mother's Day.
it's the industrial
date.
card and greeting card
No,
instrument.
they have a different Father's Day, so I wished him a happy
This was all-
American Father's Day.
This was all done by the American industrial.
Oh, they
greeting
have so
card.
many other holidays that are very Catholic Church based.
Speaking of, I should probably wish my ex-husband.
But they also
And,
have a very, very good family, community, not community as much, family connected. I don't know, the way their society runs. I don't know if it's society as much as how their everything runs, I suppose. Their school system runs very different. They support early childhood learning, that's for sure. Kids go to school at 2 years old.
That's nice.
I have mixed feelings about that, but there's other countries that do later, and their kids end up fine. I don't know, but anyway, I'm fine. I see value to both.
Both, yeah, me too.
Depends on how you do it. Like most things, depends on how you do it.
Correct. Okay.
Like I'm very pro licking pussy, but if you don't do it right, no.
Okay.
Stop.
Then stop.
she's,
Don't do it.
she's
Don't do it.
actually
Don't do that.
she's
please.
actually a teacher, so I do know how they do, and she works with the young kids. So, like their food programs for the kids
This
are
has been your public service announcement from Uncle Dave.
amazing.
Stop licking pussy if you don't know what you're doing.
It's just very.
Watch a video or something.
It's just very.
Wait, okay, I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding. No, watch a video about how to do it.
Okay.
Not watching like just porn.
Yeah, right.
Because
Because that's not. Yeah, that's
no,
not.
I meant like
gonna-
watch a video. Like there's videos out there that tell you how to do it.
Check
Watch that.
who is directing it too. by the
Okay,
way.
actually,
See who's
all right,
yeah,
we're gonna get my best.
dudes.
Oh my god,
And
we've
who
I
they're-
don't think we've
and
ever
who
gone
they're-
down this road before.
Who their audience they're writing it for.
I don't remember.
Big difference on the quality of what you get.
I don't remember where I read it. This actually was read. This was an actual article, not just the pictures. But it was online, and the person I knew like is a famous person, so it wasn't like just some weird random clown at weedtails.net telling me how to lick pussy. The best thing that I was able to learn about it came from an article written by Nina Hartley.
Well, that doesn't surprise me at all.
No, I know, but I'm saying I actually
She's-
read
yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
that's what I'm saying.
And it
That's
was-
why actually what I was more saying to people who have a question about it. Like
That's why I was giving that example. So
Yeah.
I wasn't even looking for it. I mean,
Yeah.
look, we've had this conversation.
Is she famous?
Yes.
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 Well, first of all, it's a she. I would think a woman should give that advice.
Well, you know,
First and foremost.
if I may go to a sports metaphor, just because there are a lot of really Hall of Fame athletes that make horrible coaches. So,
No,
Yeah.
but all of the coaches should be able to play basketball.
yes, but they might not be able to teach you how to play basketball. So
I
she
get
just
what you're
because she's a pro doesn't mean she can teach you. She's very good at teaching. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Just because you can do that doesn't mean you can teach.
Agreed, but
Okay.
but
That's what
you're
I'm saying.
comparing apples and oranges. Okay.
Still
Oh
have to
my
dribble
God.
your
I don't
balls.
think you understand what I'm saying.
I do.
No, you don't.
Okay,
Because
then I
unless
don't.
you understand a vagina by having one, I don't know how you can be the best teacher. Because you're going off of data from somebody else.
No, but what I'm saying is having a vagina does not make you a good teacher.
I didn't say that.
but
I'm saying the
that's
only
not-
way to be a great teacher is also having a vagina.
That definitely does help.
Okay, then. That was my point.
And I understood that, but okay, let's not do that.
Sorry.
So yeah. So yeah, okay, I'm off track of where I was going.
Sorry, I just was. That was my point from the very beginning. Is she's a woman. Okay, already 50% off.
So
Better.
so I did not go looking for her videos, and she does actually do how-to videos. So sex sells. We've already talked about this on the show.
does.
And so at stuartbordetto.com, there are links to things. In fact, I just started taking, as I said I was going to do earlier, started taking all the affiliate stuff down because it really wasn't getting clicks and it was just cluttering up the website.
clutter.
But there are still links there in kind of how-to links because just trying to spread that good cheer, how people could do stuff better.
Wait, what?
Trying to be helpful.
Just trying to be helpful. If you're a little tip for
The
Miracle
links
Day.
are still there. Like there's some still links.
There's
there,
links to how-to stuff, not so much go buy porn. Okay,
Got
You
it,
can-
got it.
Yeah. So, but because of that and the algorithms, just get stuff in your feed. And there was this article in Stuart's feed one day from Nina Hartley, and I was like, all right, she's cool.
Yep.
And that's my go-to. I don't say a move, I don't have a move, but a technique. Got from the internet, not from watching porn.
Miss Nina Hartley told you.
Nina Hartley told me, and she was right.
Oh, see?
So don't someone who acts like a doctor on the internet go to an actual doctor on the internet. I don't know if she has a doctorate. I don't know. She might.
A doctor in what? Doctorate in what?
Sex.
Sex.
Doctor sex. I just made that
Oh,
up.
there was one. Dr. Ruth.
Yeah. No, there's you can have PhDs in sexuality in some way. I don't know what the official name is. I'd have
Oh yeah, there is something.
Yeah,
though.
oh,
Yeah,
of
yeah,
course
yeah.
there
I
is.
forget
There
what it's
must
called.
be.
But yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
No, there is. Yep. There he is. So yeah, that's what else is going on in people's
So I'm sorry.
lives?
How do we get?
I don't even remember. I don't even remember how we got here.
Okay. Well, it's all right.
And you know what? I'm the stoner here, so it's funny that you can't remember because you're not smoking. We smoked.
No, I'm not, but I am drinking
drinking
harder
THC.
stuff.
Well,
than
I
you.
came in like near the tail end, so I should definitely have an excuse for not understanding
Well,
where the fuck we are.
So, all right, I'm going to totally hard turn then.
Fantastic.
Look,
Put on that signal.
I am going to bring up current events, something political. And I actually shy away from it.
Yeah.
I know you do.
Because it's just
Everybody talks about it.
well, one because everybody talks about it, but I want to
Which
give
one?
a different,
Yeah,
probably
all
the
of
main
them.
one, but
Which main one?
so
Because they're going top and bottom now.
and overall,
Wait,
this
top and
makes
side.
me, I'm gonna say laugh, but it's not funny. Like it's serious stuff, but it's been years now, a couple of years or whatever, and just watching the ass clowns who run our country is like they can't get out of their own way. It's
they're eating
it's,
themselves. They're just
I mean,
doing such
as
a,
evil as they
yeah.
fucking are. Okay, and
just
so
not
I'm not minimizing this, but how not smart they are.
They're really not smart.
Okay, now again, which part?
So,
so
what
many.
watching?
I think
the-
it was
There's
really
so
just
many.
all. I think it's
well,
like all of
okay.
it.
So obviously, I'm
So
talking
much of it.
because I said it's the fucks running our country. So obviously, I'm going to the Orange Shit Gibbon and his crew, and how they're in the middle of negotiations, peace negotiations with
my
another
God,
country,
they're negotiating
while
their shit.
threatening to blow them up at the same time. It's like amazing. Like, how do you not see how it is so? I don't know if this guy has dementia or he thinks he's being smart.
He posted
or-
last night a picture of a woman and said it was his daughter, and it's not his daughter. Matter of fact, nobody knows who it is. You can tell, like in the picture, it is a pretty blonde woman in the White House, but you can clearly tell it was for some reason they can tell it's while Bill Clinton was in office. So it's like, what?
Well, look, there's been
Yeah,
the
dude
funny.
definitely has to be.
Again, air quotes sound funny.
Okay.
There's been multiple presidents we've had who have been in various incapacitated states, and
Reagan.
staff has kind of run the country, but we've never had that.
FDR, Reagan,
FDR, even Biden, right?
Biden, yeah.
Reagan, but we've never had this where the executive has a motherfucking phone in the internet.
So I have a prediction. I read somewhere. I can't remember who said it, but the prediction I have is that he's going to end up stepping down.
Yeah, James Carville said
That's
that.
who it
James
is.
Carville said
And the reason they're going to convince him.
He said by.
I think
he
it's going to
said by
happen
Easter,
I think it's going to happen sooner.
Yeah, he said by Easter of next year.
I think it's going to happen sooner. And I think they're going to convince him because that's his surefire way of getting a pardon. Because if J.D. Vance can step in, you definitely can get a pardon. Because J.D. Vance can give him a pardon. Yep. Him being able to pardon himself, we don't know if that's going to work.
That makes some logic.
But
Makes
there
some logic. Well, you know what I mean.
has some
Except
logic
for
to
he
it.
hasn't.
Yeah, but-
Except for their stuff, he hasn't been.
But I think he's deteriorating way faster than they ever expected.
Here's my only but to that. James Carville was involved in Bill Clinton's successful campaign in 1990 whatever. And he has been wrong ever since.
No, he was saying it as an 82-year-old man, just talking about his health and
I
how
know.
fast he's deteriorating.
All I'm saying
That's
is
all. It just made sense. I don't
don't
follow him at all. I'm just saying.
Carrie, I'm not accusing you of anything. All I'm
I
saying.
just didn't want to say. I didn't want to claim it as my idea. That's
no,
all.
I'm just going
It was
with.
interesting.
It was an interesting thought, and I'm like, I can see because he seems confused. And there's one thing I think of Trump
he's definitely confused. That dude
is that
is confused as
being
fuck.
considered not competent, his ego can't take that. And I think he'd rather walk away and not have to deal with this bullshit and be guaranteed a pardon and to save face. I think if
he's
somebody
blaming
can,
everybody
if
else for
somebody
the
can
problem.
present it that
I don't think he'll walk away.
I think if somebody presents it just the right way, he'll take it. if he can walk
I think
away,
I think he can be easily misled. He
well,
won't do it on his own.
I think
It'll be
he's in a
somebody-
lot worse shape than everybody realizes. And I think if somebody points out, they're going to fucking lock you up, dude. If he's scared enough, his ego will let him do it.
Well,
We shall see.
Yep.
yeah, I don't know.
I don't even fucking know anymore.
Yeah, I mean this. I mean,
It's
just
so
when
insane.
I think we've hit the bottom, they've shown us that there's a sub bottom,
Yep.
and I'm not getting sexual there at all. In
Yeah,
this
it's not
case,
sub bottom in a fun
in
way.
a fun way, in a good way, yeah, in a totally consensual way.
I mean, they're at least showing it in the open. I mean, originally their shtick was, if it's out in the open, it can't be illegal. Okay. No, you're just letting us see it all out there. So
Oh,
if
well-
that's what they let us show, can you imagine what they don't
I mean, the
show
Republicans
us?
are so pissed about Iran right now. They're just as pissed. A lot of them are just as pissed off.
Well, okay, that's actually quote put air quotes on funny again too, and
It is funny.
and it's funny in a very serious way.
Yeah,
so
it is.
that's
You're right.
also funny because they're pissed that
Well,
he's not being quote hard enough on them. Like they want more bombing.
so one thing he is showing us, and if I think we're smart enough, what is it? The one way they got Hungary, was it Hungary's president down, was to show the corruption. And I think if we stick with showing and pointing out the corruption, enough people will get pissed off enough. All that other stuff, which is horrible, I think it's the corruption that's going to bring them down finally. And he's just so bold enough, and his ego is just so. That's what I think they're scared
One of
about,
the,
is the corruption seeping through.
One of
And
the-
they can't contain that.
one of their
That airplane and his comments about the airplane, they can't contain that shit. And I think that's what's scaring them.
I don't know what he said about the airplane.
He was bragging about how beautiful and the luxury. And if we talk enough about how much money it costs the taxpayers to redo that fucking airplane he got from Qatar that will only last for 2 years, because when he leaves, he takes it with him. It costs how much? How many millions of dollars? That UFC fight? How many billions of dollars for that? How much money they're making over and over again? All the bets and how many trades he makes. If we focus on that, which fucking sucks because there's worse shit he's doing, but it's going to be the corruption that's going to get to more people than anything.
What I think is
And
what's going to
taxes.
happen is
That's why
they're
he's going after that the most. He does not want to be checked in on his taxes.
one of the groups he's losing support with is young cis males, like around my son's age ish.
It's the corruption.
To like mid 30s ish, like that generation absolutely was very, very pro Trump.
Yep.
And he has lost so much support from that because they don't have houses.
Yep.
They can't afford houses. They're like
He's
trying to
flaunting
start.
his-
They're trying to. They would like to have families and all that kind of
flaunting
stuff.
how beautiful,
They're
top
pissed.
notch. What he said about the plane was, we have the best. When we pull into, he literally said, when we pull into the tarmac or whatever, France, Italy, the rest of them, we have the best. Ours is the best interior. That's all he talked about, and that's what he talks about. And these people can't afford anything.
Yeah.
I mean, and
Like,
he's-
my son was-
and
he
all the
didn't-
people he's pardoning, and we got to keep talking about that.
My
All the
son didn't
pardons
vote
he's
for
doing.
him, but he also didn't vote because he was one of those kids at the time who was like, everybody sucks. This Trump isn't gonna Trump. If Trump wins, it don't matter. Okay, so now I will say he has told me I was right. He goes, I should have voted. I'm like, yeah, hon. Well, next time maybe listen a little bit, but I think it had to get this bad though. I've said that before. It has to get bad. It has. We have to lose. We are losing so much power in the world. We have to have all that shit happen to us.
Yeah, no,
We do. We really do.
Which is kind of,
And I'm not even mad about it, to be honest.
Which is,
And the pedophile shit's got to come out too, because that, even though I don't like the Tellerico or whatever his
That
name
is another thing that pisses off. That age group is also really pissed off about the Epstein files. They are
Well, not just that, but
pissed.
he just called out. There's some Hoffman guy who got a sweetheart deal for abusing an 8-year-old for 3 years, and he's calling them the Hoffman files. And I forgot who it was. Somebody let off this Hoffman guy, whoever the governor or attorney general of Texas or whoever it was back then. So bringing that stuff out, I mean, and he's, again, affiliated with Trump because Hoffman now is on some committee thingy for Trump. I mean, and they didn't make him. He served 30 days for abusing this child. That's it, because they got a sweetheart deal. I mean, keep bringing that shit out, and that's what they don't want us talking about. But all these people keep getting favors.
It's true.
I don't think that it's gonna matter. I don't. This dude and his cronies are a symptom. I mean, if they're
I recognize that.
I mean, does that mean we shouldn't do anything? Obviously not.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
That okay, Trump steps down today. You have J.D. Vance in there.
No, I don't mean.
And then, who is just? He's not as demented. Demented.
They don't like J.D. Vance.
Yeah, they definitely don't like JD.
I don't care. Okay,
I mean, it is what's going to happen.
But that's
though,
what that's what would happen if he said the system isn't going to change. I mean, you just won't have the spokesperson.
But we have a fighting chance if we get Trump out.
Oh, I don't agree with that.
I think
How so?
It's the same system that allowed Trump to get in there. You'll just have a different. This has been a path. It wasn't like we were cruising along, no problem, and all of a sudden, bam, this guy showed up out of
I'm
nowhere.
not saying we did. We were cruising along.
I
didn't say that.
I know that.
Okay.
I'm saying that first of all, and again, this could be the thing I say to you a lot. This could be my bubble of who I'm around, or the things that I look at online and stuff like that, where I get my news. There are not that many people who do not know about some of the stuff that you've talked about, Carrie. I just think a lot of people,
that's all
but they
I
don't
see.
feel, but they don't feel like there's anything they can do about it. So, like specifically about the Epstein files, or specifically about the negotiations that are happening in Switzerland right now, specifically about that, the stuff that they see that they're really pissed off about. If the fuckers in charge right now gut FEMA so that when there's a storm like what happened, okay, I shouldn't say that because this one wasn't that bad, to be honest with you. But some natural catastrophe happens, we've gutted FEMA so they can't really do anything about it. Nobody feels like they know what they can do specifically to change it. And
It's
so
true.
I do think it's going to have to, how do I say, I want to say this right because I don't feel like ending up in a detention center.
I know. I'm worried about it too.
No, I am being serious about that.
So am I,
so-
because the next thing I say might be.
So No, I'm not ready for detention center just yet. I got other work.
Well,
on
the
the
reason
outside to
I'm
do.
saying what I'm saying is until you start getting the people under MAGA seeing the people leading them for who they really are and keep them from attacking us and let them start attacking the people that are really
Yeah, and
doing
there's so much
and that
infighting
needs to
in
happen.
there.
I'm sorry, but it
Yeah.
needs to happen. Those things need to keep being talked about because they don't want us talking about it.
Oh, that's
But
fine.
this other stuff also has to happen. And I agree with you. The shit in the Democratic Party needs to stop. That money needs to go. And I see there are people in the Democratic Party that are running and saying, not of them are affiliated with the Democratic Party, but some I see are, that are talking about getting rid of Citizens United, whatever the PAC money is, things like that. There are people that do talk about that. Whether they really do it, I know. There's a
Well,
history of things they say and don't do.
You
But
can-
people are calling people out.
You can go back and find clips of candidate Obama saying that and single payer and all that the minute he got
yeah.
in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know, I remember that.
I understand you don't like him. I get it. I do. I really like Obama. I do. I think he did a lot of great stuff. But I think when we assume that a candidate is going to get you every single thing you want, you're set up for failure. I'm sorry.
You just put a lot of stuff out that I'd never said. He did everything I wanted. So what great things did he do that you were down with?
Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act.
No, I know what it is.
Okay. Was it better than what we had before? Did anything about that? Was anything about that good? Was there anything he did do that you liked?
Affordable Care Act did help me. I will say that. I know it didn't help.
I know it
everybody,
helps
but-
me because I have
did
a
help me.
pre-existing condition, and without that portion of it,
Yeah.
I'm fucked.
Yeah.
So if
yeah.
anything that he did, that's one thing I will say was wonderful. I know he did a lot for, and I know the black community is not 100% thrilled. A lot of people in the black community don't feel he did enough, But there's a lot of people in the black community that felt that he did. But they also, I do know, and I can't say that I speak for them, but there are some people that I've talked to that have said, sometimes you take what you can get, considering what you're up against. And if nothing else, he and his wife and his family have represented that community like nothing else. So there. How's that? How about that? That's what I like what he did. I'm not going to go into the specifics, but if overall, he's been one of the best fucking images our country has ever had. As a man, as a father. There. How's that?
We did have some, I mean, I will say people did have more respect for us when he was in president.
Yeah.
We did have more respect from the rest of the country.
I don't know.
But that doesn't mean anything really, but it just
No, it
does.
does.
I mean,
mean,
I guess. I did like that part. I didn't have to be embarrassed so much.
when he spoke, he inspired you. I don't know things by heart, so I feel
No, I
like I'm
understand.
being put on
well,
I feel like you're trying to do a gotcha. I
No,
don't
I'm
know
not trying to
because
do
I
a
don't know
gotcha.
these things off
Okay,
the
but
top of my head.
I'm
I just felt like he inspired me,
okay.
and like
And
how
you're not
people
alone.
how people used to talk about JFK. I feel that way about Obama.
Mhm.
I felt safe as he was while he was our president. I felt our country was honored. I don't know.
Okay, that's fine, but I'm just the response is not well just because you didn't get everything you wanted. That doesn't mean he's all bad. Because I didn't say that either. So
Well, no, you said something specific. We'll ask him about PAC or whatever money. I don't know. Did he have control out of every single thing?
no,
I don't know all of these things. So you
He-
asked me a
he
specific
talked
question,
about-
and I just
well,
don't know.
If you run for president and you're saying that we need to get rid of, he did nothing about that. He talked about single payer health care. The minute he got in, he said it's off the table. So, I mean, there's some wolf in sheep's clothing there. I mean, and he's a constitutional lawyer.
Okay.
And he did things that were against the Constitution. I mean, am I saying he's worse than Trump? No, I'm not saying that. Am
Is
I
there any
saying that he
president you
speaks?
like? Is there any president you
Oh
like?
God, no! To get to that spot, no. Probably the.
Okay, so there is no president that you would ever have said was good.
I-
So
if
why
the
do you pose
best-
that question? It's
I
a
think
gotcha
FDR
question.
I think FDR was probably the closest of a president I really liked.
so. There's no
I
good
mean,
answer
and I
to
know he
that
wasn't
question.
perfect. He did some shitty stuff. Like I know he was a womanizer and shit too. But
Well, not only.
I mean, I don't know. That's just one thing. But I mean, he did do some really great
Well,
things
he
for
and
the
his
country
wife
at the time.
decided, like right before he even became in the presidency, that their marriage was in name only.
But yeah, I really I did like him. He was a president I liked. He's probably the president I most respect. I would say. Out
So
of all of
single
them.
payer insurance, health insurance, is something that couldn't be achieved overnight anyway. It would crash our economy if we tried to do it right now anyhow. It's a long term.
Do you have one that you actually do sort of respect? Actually, I like that question.
I go Carter. I
Carter,
mean,
kind of. Oh, as
I was
a
going to say
human.
he's my closest as far as all out.
Oh yeah, you're right. I really. Ooh.
I
and again,
did
he
have
wasn't
to.
100%, but Carter.
You know, as a
Carter's
human
my,
being-
Carter is my
Okay.
underneath only because Michelle goes a little bit above.
You know what?
I can't
But
even
I'm
think of
talking.
Carter's
I'm
wife, and
talking
that's the
about as
problem.
time as president. I'm not talking about the houses he built and the stuff he did after. Would the question
And
was
that's the thing,
as
he didn't-
president?
Okay.
He did more afterwards, Carter. But as president, he wasn't.
But and I will take correction if I'm wrong on this. But it is my understanding that he is
He was not swayed by people.
in the area.
He was swayed. They were trying to do some change the marijuana laws, and he said he was all for it, and then decided not to.
In the era
But
of
did he change his mind because he got new information?
No, I think it was just a very unpopular. But he knew it was unpopular when he went in, but he still didn't do it.
in the era
So that was
of
kind of
being
shitty.
able,
But I mean, that's still not the worst.
in the era of having the technology. Oh shit, we're over an hour.
Mm-hmm.
In the area of having the technology. I think he is the only president who has not bombed anybody. I apologize if I got that wrong,
Ooh,
but
that's a good one.
That
That's
you
a
know
very
of?
good point. Oh, you know
What's-
what?
again,
Carter
my
may be
understanding,
number one. Now that
unless
I'm
that's
thinking about
been,
it.
if that was classified, it should be unclassified by now because the years have gone by. I think I would have read that, but I haven't. So, and I may have that incorrect. It might have been someone saying shit that was not right, but my
And he dealt with the
understanding
hostage situation. He had to deal with
that
hostage
was set up to
situation.
fail.
I know.
The Reagan came in, and
I know.
that's a whole different.
I know.
Actually,
That's the only other thing
Carter's
that
the
some
one that
people
actually
talk
got
about.
them out. Reagan just happened to be inaugurated the day they were released.
Well, no, the Reagan campaign, his infrastructure went to them and said, "Don't do this until we get elected. We'll give you whatever." Carter got fucked on that. And in fact, that's how he lost that election, is because Reagan's people.
That's not what I read, but okay.
Anyway, well, we're over an hour. So, yeah, Lord knows I've got multiple, yesterday
Tell me.
I had 6 things I could have been doing at the same time. Activist-y stuff.
And what did you do?
Well, I did.
Didn't you go to garage sale? No, that was
I did.
the weekend.
No, I did the garage sale. I did the garage sale. I left the garage sale and went and did activist-y things, then came back to the garage sale. And I didn't do everything.
Whenever I go to a garage sale, I think of that song "Sailing" by Criss Cross.
It was not
Interesting.
It
I used
was
to call
it
it
was an
garage
interesting
sailing.
year. It was not there was not a lot of weirdness to the garage sale, but it was also not a lot of people there, which I thought
that's
in a
weird.
bad economy there would be. But
Now that we have Facebook Marketplace, people don't go to garage sales as much. Oh no, they go to garage sales and then put it on Facebook.
Yeah.
all right, we'll be back next week with something I do not know
Yep.
what. All right,
Alrighty.
peace.
Ciao.
See ya.
I'm Julia Roberts, and today I'm not here to sell you overpriced chemicals masquerading as perfume. There are thousands of sex workers right now out in the cold, desperate for a warm place to give a hand job. No food, no water, and only unlubricated condoms. They urgently need your help right now before it's too late. Please call with your tax-deductible donation to the Save the Hose Fund. For $19 a month, you won't provide a sex worker with a safe place to live, food, healthcare, or even bail money. But you will provide these poor victims with the best How Not to Be a Hoe pamphlet that money can buy. And if you call in the next 10 minutes, you'll get this I Gave a Sex Worker a Pamphlet t-shirt, so you can show the world how awesome you really are. Don't let these wretched, helpless victims create blight on our streets any longer. Call 1-800-728-3246. That's 1-800-SAVE-A-HOE. Or visit pamphletsforsexworkers.org. Donate today, because the way the rich hoard money, it could be you out there turning tricks any day now.